Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally and it's Monday the 8th of December 2025. I hope you've had a lovely week since, well no I saw you yesterday with Vlogmas, but I'm doing Vlogmas every day if you don't know. That's in a playlist, so every day I bring you just a little advent opening and a little yarn swap that I'm doing with the lovely Natasha from Mucks and Stitches. Morning, Natasha. We did a yarn swap last year. We did the same this year. So she sends me some DK and I send her some Aaron, and we show our projects. So that's Vlogmas every day. Um, if you'd like to go and I'll link Natasha's channel for you. Now in today, I didn't think I'd got too much done really, but when I look, I suppose I have. But first, before I show you what I've been up to, I was talking to my sister the other day. Hi Sue, if you're watching, and she was telling me that my little dog Suki, the little white, she's a Bichon, a Bichon Frise crossed with a Westie, and I've got my little dog, and my dad's got her sister. We bought them two from the litter, so they were sisters. So my dad's got Tess, and I've got Suki. And as it's getting colder, my sister had knit Tess a little jumper, and that's Tess in her little jumper. Doesn't she look cute? That's little Tess. So the the pattern that she used, there's a snowman on the back. Let me see if did I. Oh, that's the back view. That's the back view. She just made that up herself, that little snowman. Put the black on. But the dog jacket, where was it from? I can't remember where the pattern was from. I've just took screenshots of those. No, can't remember. But there is. I was looking. There is lots of little dog coat patterns out there, so I might try and crochet one for little Suki. I'm sure she'd wear it as it's getting colder weather. So that was showing you little Tessie's jumper. Now I was watching through channels trying to catch up with kind of way behind with watching other YouTubers, which is awful, but you know, I'm trying to catch up, and I was watching the lovely Katherine. Hi Katherine, from Katherine's Granny Squares. She's got a lovely channel and does all sorts of things. She just the last one I saw, she'd bought herself some yarn and it's gorgeous, and I hadn't really heard of it before. So if you go and have a look, she'd done a lovely scarf and all sorts of things, and she's doing a temperature blanket. So really a really lovely channel, and a lovely lady. So if you don't know Katherine at Katherine's Granny Squares, I'll link her channel so you can go and have a look. Anyway, she was just for, not just for fun, but just as little projects in between. She was she was showing these little Christmas trees, and I thought, oh, how sweet are they? You could either do a load, couldn't you, and put them on a little bunting, or to hang on your tree. You could also sew in or glue on little beads or little bows or something. So this one, I did them in this Yarnsmiths Create Aaron. This colour is opal green. It's just one that I literally just had handy. So that was a 5mm hook, and then I thought it looked, I don't know, a little bit big and loose somehow, so I did a little 4mm hook. But aren't they just the cutest? Aren't they just lovely? I just thought I might make a load of those and then just, make a little bunting. Maybe glue some little shiny beads on or something. You could do all sorts, couldn't you, really? Or like Katherine was saying, you could stuff two, you could make two the same size, obviously, and make them a bit thicker. But they're just a lovely little project. Now the tutorial is Bella Coco Sarah Jane from Bella Coco. She's got the tutorial. It's on her playlist of Christmas things. She's got little stockings and all sorts. And she used a 5mm hook. I think she used Stylecraft DK, if I remember right. Bella Coco did. Um, Stylecraft Special DK, and she used a 5mm hook. But I just thought they were absolutely lovely. So thanks, Catherine, for sharing those, because it made me just think, oh, lovely little tree, just a simple little. Oh, I know what's thought decoration. You could always add a little bit of, ribbon, and you could use it as a little present topper, couldn't you, with your tag? Have a little tag, then just have that as a little present topper as well. Yeah, just all sorts of ideas. So that's that. Now the next thing I made, I don't know where. Well, I do know where I found it. There was a tutorial on YouTube. Sometimes you're just browsing through, and I was thinking, my oldest grandson, Leo. Hi, Leo, if you're watching. He sometimes watches. He's what is he? Is he 12? I think he's 12. He loves fidget toys. He loves little spinners and little things like that. So I saw this meant to be a little. Now I know you pull that. Look, pull. You can just pull them. Isn't that fun? Pull the arms so you can have the big arm. Whoops, big arms, little legs, or you can have big legs and little arms. But isn't that just fun? That's a bit of shaping on the end there. I'm sure Alice from Coco's Crochet has showed like a leggy frog similar to this. I'm not sure if it was the same designer, but this was a tutorial by the Stitch Zoo. ZOO. It's tug and pull emoji, and you make the little emoji, which is really simple. You start off. You start off down here, and then you skip a stitch. No, you don't. You make these first. Beg your pardon. You make these, which these are quite easy to make. So you make those first, two of those, and then whoops, and then you start here and you skip a stitch. Where you've skipped a stitch on the next row, you just lay that down so it crochets it in. But then inside, instead of stuffing, you get a little piece of you get either a little bag, or she shows you it's like nylon stockings or tights that we'd call them in the UK here, but like nylons that you can wear. So she cut I had some that were just not used, so I cut the toe piece off, stuffed all the stuffing in, tied it in a knot, and then put it in here, and that leaves these free, that you don't get any stuffing coming out. So the stuffing's in there, and then she does a separate tutorial. These is meant to be little hearts. I think they've got a bit out of shape. Or did I put that one on upside down? They're meant to be the little hearts and the little mouth, but that she also does like a one with tears. They're laughing so much that they're crying. She does a few different little faces. So that was just so fun and quick and easy to do. This, I'm positive this is Bernat, what do you call it? Bernat blanket yarn, and this colour was called School Bus Yellow. A few years ago I did two of my grandsons a sleep sack, like a slice of pizza, and this was what was left over. But I'm sure it's School Bus Yellow, the colour. And I used a 7mm hook, and then for the for the eyes and the nose, I just used the Starcraft Special Aran in Matador and a 4mm hook and just a bit of black with a 4mm hook. But isn't that just lovely? And she's also got a frog that you can do the same, which I'll probably do because it was so easy to do. And also, I think there was a little mouse. There's a few little things that you could make. But yeah, so really enjoyed making the little emoji. That's that. And then the very last thing, because we're doing Vlogmas and with putting my little yarn ball each day in, I have that to do. So I was concentrating more on that than getting other things done. But this next project took a little while as well. So let me show you what I've been up to here. This is so cute. Now, last month, or this month should I say, in the Crochet Now, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make more projects, because I have this, every month I have this magazine and they just pile up, and if I'm honest, I don't really do anything from them. I'll show them on my channel to you so you can see what's in them, but I don't really make much from them. So next year, going forward for next year, that's going to definitely be one of my goals, is to try and make something. Anyway, can you have a guess what I might have made? Let me show you. I made Pepper the penguin. Isn't he just cute? That's his little back view. Pepper the penguin. So that's what I made, and here he is. Oh, I've had some trouble with it, but I'll show you what I've had trouble with. Anyway, here he is with his little earmuffs. Oh, isn't he just so cute? It's just for me, not for a gift. So now, firstly, I love the little scarf. The little nose was unusual because you sewed it on, but then you went through to make it like a little penguin nose. Let me just show you what I used for starters. Yarnsmith's Create double knitting in the colour Storm Grey was for his body. For his little beak, I used mustard yellow. And then just white, the same Yarnsmith's Create. I had all that from Wool Warehouse. I think it's on offer at the moment. It's quite reasonable. So white was for the rest of his body. Now for the little earmuffs and his scarf, I used Yarnsmith's Create double knitting in Pink Berry. That's a lovely colour. Pink Berry. And for the bit of fluff, the only fluff I'd got was this. The make is Jarrell, and it's super soft cuddle. I've had this a long time. It's actually a chunky, I suppose, because of the fluff on it. This was from a little wool shop online, but I've had it quite a few years. See, that says £3 on there, but I don't think it was that. Anyway, I used a 2.5mm hook, and I'm sure it was 12mm safety eyes. So the little it said to glue this little hood bit on, but that must have come a little bit bigger. Can you see how it's like that? So I put a little bit of stuffing in, and I actually sewed it, but I just sewed it here so you couldn't see it. I've glued these on because I thought to try and sew those on you'd see the stitching, so I did glue those on. But what I've really got to learn how to do it or watch more tutorials. But do you see, where's my pattern? On the pattern, look how absolutely even that looks. And it goes up the other side as well. Perfect, perfect. But can I do that? No, no I can't. See, this side I thought, oh, that's gone up lovely and even. But then when you look at that side, it's gone off at an angle, and I know it's because I'm positive it's because I do yarn over. For a single crochet, that in US terms, or a double crochet in UK terms, I put my hook in and I yarn over and pull out, yarn over and pull through too. Whereas I think with a lot of amigurumi, you'd put your hook in and yarn under, whether that makes any difference to that. But you see, that should have been, it should have been like that sort of a shape. He said mine's going off, but it's just for me, so it won't matter. I think he's cute anyway. And his head was a little bit looking out. I think he's trying to look out the window. Wasn't quite straight, but I think he's really cute. Isn't he lovely? So he can, that's little Pepper. I'm going to pop in there along with, oh, you can't see it. Oops, there he is with all his other friends, all his other little woodland friends. He can stay there. So did I tell you all about that? Told you the yarn, told you everything, showed you Tess. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to this week. This week it's just wrapping presents and trying to, do lists of what I need to buy or any food preparation we need to do, or things like that. It's just general festive things to get done. Also, I've just put washing in, so that'll be dealt with shortly. But I will definitely just try and have time to just relax and look around and be grateful for all I have. So I hope you have a lovely, lovely week. I'll be back next Monday. I'm wondering if there's another Crochet Now magazine coming out. I'm thinking of cancelling my subscription just because I seem to have so many, and I don't, like I said, I really don't do much from them, which it's a shame really, because there's lots of good things in there, but if you paying each month for the magazine and you're not really doing much from them, it's not much point, is there? I think I can always pick up one here and there. I'm just trying to get to the page where it says on sale. You can always pick one up, can't you? Not to know what's in it, but on sale, this says here, on sale the 11th of December. Oh, that's unusual then. It's the 8th today. I normally get it a couple of days before, so I bet it'll come today. Oh, isn't she cute, Arctic? Yeah, so on the sale the 11th of December. So the next issue, I bet I'll get it today. So probably in the week then, I could be showing you the Crochet Now magazine, what's in it. And then every day, obviously, I'll be back for Vlogmas. See how I'm getting on with my shawl. Right, I've kept you long enough, so have a lovely, lovely week, and always take time for yourself. just just stop, have a cup of coffee, have a cup of tea, mince pie, or whatever you. If you don't like mince pies, whatever your little treat is, sit and treat yourself, have a little minute, and just be happy. So whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, have the best time ever. Love each other and be kind to each other, and be kind to others, especially this time of year. I know a lot of people appreciate a little hello, a little wave, a little smile goes a long, long way. So I'll see you all very soon. Bye. Love you all.